Okay, certainly a tough game. Got out coached, got out played. Made a change in the fourth quarter when it was 28-3. We had 100 yards just to create a spark. Daniel will be the quarterback going forward. But obviously we didn't do enough offensively. Hardly had any yards, no points. Defensively, I thought we battled hard. We had two big runs in the first half, and then that fourth down to AJ, and then the game kind of got away from us. They ran the ball, but just not a good day all the way around. No excuses. Got to play better, coach better.
Dave, you talked about a spark in the full court. Did you think at all? Maybe did you think about maybe early in the game to provide that spark by making the change?
Yeah, I thought it was. Look, it was. The score didn't get out of hand. I thought we had some chances there to make some plays. Just didn't make them. Wasn't going to take them out then. Just look all the way around, for not just quarterback, coaching, the everything just wasn't good enough.
There have been games in the past where you've gotten outscored by a lot and not scored a lot of points. So what
One more time. I'm sorry.
There's been games in the past where you've been lopsided and not scored a lot. So why today made you think this was going to go
it was we had 100 yards. So I was trying to create some type of juice and maybe make a few plays and swing the momentum a little bit, but that didn't happen.
What do you think is wrong with the offense right now? Obviously, you said 119 yards
in
a game.
Yeah, just not good enough all the way around, Jordan.
Is there anything that you look at and say that this area is we need to?
Well, the two areas that we continue to work on, actually three over and over again, are third down, red zone, and explosive plays. And another game where I don't know what our longest play was. It couldn't have been too long, 14 yards. I don't know what it was, but it's hard to generate points when your longest play is 14 yards, or your longest play last week is 15 yards. So you can do that one of two ways: catch and run, things like that, or push the ball down the field and give our guys some chances, or go up and make some plays. We're continuing to work on that. Those are two areas that we put a lot of time and effort in, and we're not getting the results. Not equaling the work and the effort that we're putting into it. So, those are two areas.
Brian, you mentioned earlier in the week when Andrew was out that we can't replace him.
Yeah.
But we have to obviously how to replace
him.
How upsetting was it to you that the offensive line played so poorly? I mean, I know he's not there, but
yeah, I'd like to go back and look at it, Paul, and really evaluate. We try to do some different things that we haven't done. Namely, we jammed a fair amount, particularly in those throwing situations. Try to give some presence to the edge on the left side, but to sit up here and give you an evaluation of it all right now, that would be unfair.
Why not change the O-line mid games before you bench the quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, look, the quarterback, it was 28-3. I gave you the reason why I did it. Look, there were some things that, again, I don't want to get into the evaluation process, Pat. We'll go back and we'll take a look at it.
Generally, first, do you have any issues with effort today?
No, I'm going to go back and watch it all. These guys have been busting it. Again, when the score is what it is, make no excuses. None of it was where it needs to be.
Specifically, Deontay on the hurt scramble seemed like he did not.
Yeah, we'll go back. We'll take a look at all that stuff, Dan, and whatever we need to address, we'll address. But you guys are putting effort into it, each and every week. We're just, unfortunately not getting the results, and it's a results business.
That wasn't something that you need to address in the moment?
Yeah, look, I'm not going to get into the sideline of the coaching part of it, but look, none of it was good enough today.
Why not bench a guy for that?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into. None of it was good enough today. Leave it at that.
How concerned are you about the way this looked? Right, obviously Saquon's on the other side.
Yeah,
we know our ownership stood on what they felt of him, and he has a big game against you, and you guys can't do anything.
Yeah, no, he played well, and like we said, he gets the base. He's going to make some yards. He played well. Particularly there in the second half, the first half he got that edge there, played well. We prepared for it. Just not good enough.
You had right at the end of the first half, and I know you didn't have any timeouts. You made the decision to kick a field goal instead of maybe taking a shot at the end zone. What was your thought process there?
Just thought it was the best thing to do.
What about punting in the first quarter? I believe you were running 40-something, 4th and 3.
Yeah.
What was that?
Thought it was the best decision.
Why?
I talk with the guys upstairs. We make the decision we think is best for the team.
As you were calling plays, Did you get a sense that you could not do a lot of the stuff that you wanted to do because Daniel was not secure in the pocket at all?
Yeah, you're always changing based on how the game is going. But again, make no excuses, not good enough.
Dave, do you see any common threads for the struggles offensively today that lingered from the Bengals game? Because last week,
like I was talking when Jordan asked. I mean, the explosive plays, 20-yard plus plays. When you have big plays in a drive, it really ups your chances. Converting on third down, which we didn't have. I don't know, 3 or 14 was it, something like that. It's hard to sustain drives if you're not creating big plays and you're not converting on third downs. And some of that is a result of first and second down, some of the sacks and negative plays that we took. We haven't been going backwards a whole bunch, but again, not good enough anyway when you look at it.
when you identify those as the issues, there are ways that you're obviously going to try to fix it. Whatever you try to do for this week didn't work. So do you go back to the drawing board? Do you try to make
we try to give
personnel
as many
changes?
reps as we can in those critical situations. You only have so many reps you can give, but third down, red zone, pushing the ball down the field, those are things we work at, I'd say every single day. And it's not where it needs to be.
Brian, a game like today could leave players demoralized. Are you concerned about that in your locker room?
Yeah, no. I mean, look, no one was happy about the result. I think we have a strong group. You need to have a strong group in this league. There's a lot of ups and downs. Unfortunately, we've had more downs. But our guys will come back, we'll regroup, and we'll do everything we possibly can do like we do each week to be at our best on Monday night.
With Banks, do you think not benching him when the CeeDee Lamb play happens allows something like this to happen in a later game?
Yeah, I'm not going to, again, we'll keep, the conversations we have in-house about really technique, fundamentals, effort, anything like that. We'll keep that in-house.
You really haven't been able to create explosive pass plays with Daniel in 3 years. What gives you confidence that he can do it?
You'd like to, we have some guys around him that I think can create explosive plays. And we'll just go back to the drawing board and do the very best we can to, try to improve that area, which, for 2 weeks in a row, but, it's been a little bit longer than that. We haven't created them. And we need to.
Do you consider Daniel two more? Do you consider Daniel a limitation to what you could do on offense?
No.
You get a chance to talk
You
to
came out
Saquon, and what was
After
that?
the game, I say congratulations to him. I just saw him after the game real quick. He was surrounded. I waited for him for a minute and told him congratulations. We had a good game.
You came out throwing today.
Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously you saw something you wanted to try to exploit. Was that the reason you?
Yeah, I thought we had some space in there. I thought there was, again, some opportunities. And we just, for whatever the reason may be, we didn't get it done.
Daniel, I'm sure if it was that easy to fix and it was just one or two things to fix, you guys would have been able to fix it during the game. So in general, what was the most difficult aspect of this game offensively?
I think just our execution wasn't there. Third down was obviously an issue, sustaining drives and getting a rhythm. So frustrating. Look at the tape and see where we can improve, and certainly look at myself and see where I need to improve.
I don't know if it was asked, Daniel, but was it frustrating getting pulled?
Yeah, it was frustrating. You want to be out there playing with your teammates and fighting to score points and move the ball, and so I was frustrated. But not my decision, but frustrating for sure, and want to be out there playing.
Did they bring more pressure than normal?
They brought some pressure here and there. Maybe a little bit more than they normally do, but nothing completely out of the ordinary.
What did Jermaine share with you? I saw you talking with him on the sideline there.
I think just talking about going forward from here and where we need to go. Kind of supporting each other and having each other's back. I think we have a good group of guys, and it's a critical time for us to come together and support each other's players and ignore the noise or the wherever that's coming from, and stick together as players and teammates, and move forward, address what we need to address, and continue to improve.
Daniel, how much of a hand grenade was it to have that touchdown pulled off the board at the end of the first half when you hit Theo Johnson and they called the penalty?
Yeah, tough break there, that penalty, and go back and watch it. I didn't think, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what it looks like on film, but yeah, tough to lose that one.
So you didn't see it as the play developed. You didn't see any contact.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go back and look at it. Thought he ran a good route. Thought he got open, and tough to lose that one.
What is your personal approach to trying to recover and rebuild after a game such as this?
Obviously, there's physical things on the field that need to be addressed, and you do that in the film room, you do that at practice, and there's also a mental piece of it, and how we move forward, how we continue to build confidence and build belief and spirit, and all those things are important as we go forward.
One thing we always talk about with an offense is having some balance. Could not get much of a running game going in the first half either. How much of a detriment was that to trying to do what it was you were trying to do?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't run the ball much in the first half, so yeah, tough to get much going when you don't run it. But still opportunities. Got to convert the opportunities.
Daniel, sorry, I just got here. What was your immediate reaction when Daboll took you out?
Yeah, I was frustrated. Want to be out there, want to be playing with my teammates, and trying to score points. So, yeah, I was frustrated, and didn't like it, obviously.
Do you feel like there's a lot more issues, or the offense is not functioning for a lot of reasons, and that it's, for lack of a better word, not fair to pin it on you?
As a quarterback, I think it's my responsibility to get everything going and build rhythm, build momentum, execute the opportunities that are there, and I take that seriously. So I'll certainly look at myself first and see where I can improve. Football's a team game, and it takes everybody playing well, but I got a big role in that and take that very seriously.
How concerned? Did you feel secure in the pocket today? It seemed like this was as shaky as a pocket you've had this season.
Yeah, I think, like I said, we'll go back and look at it. I think see where I can get the ball out of my hands quicker. Certainly, were some opportunities to do that. They've got a good pass rush. Give credit to them with that. But yeah, I'll go back and look at where I could have helped out.
Considering Daboll said it was pulled you to try to give the team a spark. Considering that, how concerned are you about your standing long term as the starting quarterback of the Giants?
I'm just going to continue to prepare and try to play as well as I can. Daboll can, it's his team, and up to him to make those decisions. Obviously, I believe in myself and believe, in this offense. So I'm just going to focus on myself.
Did you guys have some conversation when he made his decision, you and Brian?
It wasn't much of a conversation, no.
What did he say to you then?
Just said he's going to go with Drew, looking for a spark. So that was about it.
Was it difficult to see Saquon thriving for them and not you?
Yeah, I mean, he played a good game. I'd say overall our defense played well, with the exception of some of those runs, but they played well, and yeah, tough to see Saquon do that. He's obviously a good player. We know that very well.
Daniel, is there a common denominator in the inability to create explosive plays, week after week for you guys?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll look at the film and see where we missed some. It's my job to convert those opportunities and give guys chances to make plays. So look at where I can do better. And I think at times this year we have created explosive plays. So going back to look at where those opportunities came from and how we can generate some more.
Daniel, after the game just now, Brian said that you are the quarterback moving forward. Does that help in any way, or does getting benched, sting too much and you can't even think about that right now?
I'm just going to prepare, go about my week doing what I need to do to prepare to play good football, and how he sees that, decisions he wants to make is, it's on him. It's a better question for him. I'm just going to focus on myself.
I'm sorry, in case you didn't hear, he said you are the quarterback going forward.
Yeah, I'm confident in myself, and I'll be ready to go.
How are you feeling physically after you
Feel
take
good. I feel good, yeah.
Malik, a day when the offense never seemed to get any traction, how difficult is that to deal with as the game is going on?
I mean, it's very difficult. I mean, just got to do a better job of just making plays and protecting the quarterback and trying to do our best to score points. I mean, our defense did a hell of a job playing a good game. I mean, it's hard when you're going 3 and out and they get back on the field, they're tired. We got to give our defense some time to get some breathers so when they go back out there, they're still playing at a high level.
Was there anything about the Eagles' defense, especially in the first half, that they were doing differently that maybe you had not seen on film?
Nah, I mean, nothing really different. I mean, watch the target tape. That was it. I was open.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Another game when you didn't get the running game going as an offense, and I'm sure you'll always tell us that you got to have both, because if there's no balance, it makes it real difficult on the pass.
I mean, yeah, but again, that's not my job. My job is to run routes, get open, catch the ball.
Right.
Malik, how did you feel out there first game back after the concussion?
It felt good. Felt good.
You had four catches early in the first half, and then didn't get the ball in the second half. Just any difference between the two halves?
I mean, no. Like I said, I was open.
I'm going to assume that in your career, whether it was high school or college, you've never had such a slump like this in terms of a team slump. How do you deal with it psychologically, knowing that you've been a winner your whole career?
I mean, I ain't been on teams where I lost all games in the season. I mean, I ain't been on games. I mean, been on teams where I learned 10 games. I mean, the game is the game. I mean, the outcome of the game is the outcome of the game. The outcome of me is going out there and playing nice, how I know how to play. I know how to play football. That's what I'm doing.
Is there a way, like you said, you've been on a team which maybe did not do well. What is the easiest way or the best way to pick up the pieces after a game like this? Do you just forget it, flush it, or do you go back and do you agonize over all the stuff that didn't go right?
I mean, watch film about it, see what you can do better. Like I said, just continue to go out there, next play mentality, put the game behind you, next game up. If you just continue to think about this game going into the next game, it can lead out to the same thing, lead out to the same outcome. So just flush it in, move on to the next week. Next week is a new game, next week is a new opponent, next week is a new week. Can't hang your head, you got to focus on next week.
Obviously, they had a big day rushing, even beyond Saquon, 270 yards.
Yeah.
It's just too much to give up.
Yeah, it's too much to give up. You're right.
I think towards the end of the third quarter, they had, Hawkins got hurt, and there was a couple of minutes. He was standing in front of you guys. What was he saying?
Just talking back and forth a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Just talking back and forth.
Typical garbage trash.
Yeah, that's all.
Dexter, for the most part, I thought your defense in the first half was really scrapping and staying in it. The two big plays that had to be really kind of shots to the jaw.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've been saying, we knew coming to this game, all 11 of us had to do our job, and if one person didn't, that's what they found a big play, and that's tough because that's you go out there and everybody we want to do our 111, but when you don't, explosive like that happen, and it's not acceptable.
Thanks, Dex. I know you hate losing. The way that this went down, and with it being Saquon, does it sting more for you? Or is it...
me and Saquon are friends. I don't have no beef against him or anything like that. The Eagles beat us, and he's a part of the Eagles, and that's what it is.
Does 9 sacks mean anything to you at this point?
No, we keep losing.
To lead the league in sacks from a nose tackle position is pretty rare. You're in that spot right now.
Mm-hmm.
What
What do you make of that?
It's not just me, honestly. It's the game plans, it's the DBs covering, it's the guys outside of me rushing as well. I do what I can when I can. Whenever I get that one-on-one or whenever I got to hustle to a ball or, effort plays, is more than what the numbers say that goes along with me getting sacks.
How you feeling physically, Brian?
I'm good. Mark.
You guys seem to be really stoked early to stop Saquon, and you did that.
Stoked?
I mean, you guys seem really excited to stop Saquon, and you did that early in the game.
I wouldn't say that.
What's that?
I wouldn't say he's super excited.
Okay, so it's just another running back.
Well, that's what it is to me. I
Okay,
mean,
that's fine.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fine. How you assess how you guys did? Obviously, you broke some really big plays.
Early on, it was effective. Later in the game, I felt like they were able to stay on course more than we would like them to. They had a couple plays hit, so they smelled blood in the water and kept running those plays. It's just up to us to adjust and fix it.
Why do you think they're able to? Why they were able to stick on course as the game went on?
Didn't stop the what was it? It was some type of read option pull. Didn't stop it, and they set it up in different ways, and they just kept running that play, pretty much. And he was finding the crease, and he's a great back, so he made some things happen.
Brian, for the most part, defense had held up pretty well first half. It was 14-3. What was the mentality at halftime coming out for the third quarter?
They had a couple explosives that led to points. The main thing was just trying to eliminate those. That run by Saquon and that pass on the left side, on our sideline to AJ. So 1.5 was really those two plays that really hit big for them, and we were just trying to eliminate those.
You guys had a lot of pressure and sacks early, but they didn't need to throw the ball much in the second half, did they? I mean, is that you almost feel like you let them off the hook because you guys couldn't score, so you guys couldn't pass rush really?
Yeah, I mean, that goes part with them staying on course. In the second half, they had a decent lead. If you know, like one of our strong suits is our D-line, why let them hunt? So, and then also, like I said, they smell blood in the water. Saquon hit a couple runs due to our undisciplined mistakes, I guess, and they stuck with it, kept moving.
Penalty at the end of the first half takes one of your offense's touchdowns off the board, and you got to settle for a field goal. How critical was that as a potential deflator for your team?
Super. I mean, I feel like that could have, gave us some energy, gave us some momentum back. I see it as a touchdown, but maybe I'm a little biased.
Did you think they could block you guys? If it was a game where
straight up?
Yeah, if they needed to throw the ball 30 to 35 times?
No, straight up, no.
Brian, what's the key to, just flushing this loss and rebuilding the confidence that you have that it takes to go for next week?
Pretty much just having that relentless mindset. We got a game Monday night versus the Steelers, and that's another big game. Another opportunity to put the league on notice and really just do our part. So.
How confident are you? It's week 7 that you guys can still turn things around.
Yeah, it's a long season. I've been around long enough to see crazier things happen. And you know how I be, how I go. There's always ups and downs, and there's always teams that go on long streaks. So, we're just trying to find our wave and hit it and ride it as long as we can.